What's up, guys? Today we're going to be doing something to this old 69 here. It's got a 396 in it, and the motor is a little tired. She's the original engine in the truck. God only knows how many miles are on it. I think it's a rollover. It's showing like 110,000 if that's the case. And on these old trucks, you know, that's at the end of its life. But it still runs okay. It has a little bit of blow by, smokes a little bit. I think the valve guides in it are shot. Anyway, it did have a rocker arm tick. I think I fixed that, but I noticed that there are other things going on with it, like some of the push rods aren't turning, things of that nature. So I went and ordered some stuff from Motor Purr. I saw it on Pole Barn Garage first, and the Inevitable Jim did like a review on it. And folks, at the time of this filming, I have 27 followers. Thank you, each of you, for each of the 27 that follow me. So I don't have any skin in this game. I don't have any sponsorships. Everything I do comes out of my own pocket. And so I'm going to give you an unbiased opinion on this stuff. Now, when I had ordered their blow-by package deal, and it comes with the actual tune-up as well as in its own bag this stuff that is thicker than molasses. Let me see if I can get it out here. I gotta be careful with this stuff because these are glass bottles, because you cannot put this stuff in plastic. It'll eat the plastic. This is non-watered down stuff. All these juices and additives and whatnot, starting around the 1990s, they started watering these things down for, I guess, environmental purposes. I don't know, but you can't get full strength stuff anymore, except for Motor Purr. The stuff has remained unchanged since the 1960s. But I don't know if the camera will pick up on this, but that's some pretty thick stuff. And this is kind of the equivalent of the honey that used to put in the crankcase for worn out engines to get a little bit more life out of them. Is it a miracle in a bottle? No, it's not. That stuff does not exist, never did exist. I'm not expecting that out of this. But the motor needs to be pulled and overhauled. It's time. Does this give me another year to have to do it? Because I don't drive this truck very often. This thing probably sees 1,000 miles a year, if that last 2 years hadn't been driven at all. So if I get it running and driving, I'll probably see 1,000 miles between now and this time next year, if it's lucky. It just does not get driven. So will this stuff parlay me having to pull the motor out and overhauling it here in the shop for a year? I hope so. We'll see. But anyway, we're going to test this out. It does come with instructions. And also it came with a handwritten note from the owner, Ben, who I've never talked to. It says, good luck on your C20. Thank you, Ben. It says, call with any questions. I will if I have any questions. It's called the Blow-By Combo Pack. That's what it is. So we're going to go ahead and give this stuff a try. It does come with instructions on how to do it. I do recommend you read those. And this stuff is actually good for other stuff. Helps seal front and rear main seal leaks, valve stem leaks. You can put it in your automatic transmission for shifting issues, to get rid of some of the sludge and buildup that's in a transmission, to help get a little bit more life out of it. Use it to flush an engine, which is what we're going to be doing to this, because it does have a lot of sludge in it from, you know, years and years of neglect. So we're just going to give this stuff a try. So stay tuned. Let's see how it works. Okay, guys, I'm back. I got called away for lunch. A good friend of mine called me up and said, hey, I'm in town. Do you want to grab lunch? And I went, yes, I would. So I went and got lunch. So it's a couple hours later. But I'm reading from the instructions. And this is to do a engine flush. To flush an engine with the engine off and below 100 degrees. So it's roughly 70 degrees right now. So we're below 100 degrees. And the transmission in park. Yep, it's in park. Use a long neck transmission funnel right there. to slowly, that's all in capitals, slowly, add 1 bottle, 7.5 ounce fluid ounces to the engine crankcase. What I find hilarious is they actually say the same place where you add the motor oil. Okay. I guess we have to point that out to some folks. Wait 5 minutes before starting the engine. Okay. Then start and let idle for 20 minutes or drive for 5 miles. So you can drive it if you have to. I don't want to do that because this is adding some chemical to the engine oil that can change the viscosity of the oil. And if you're driving it, in my mind, you could be damaging the motor. So I'm not going to do that. We're just going to let it idle here for 20 minutes. After 24 hours, change the oil and oil filter. So you don't change it immediately. You have to change it within 24 hours. I guess so all the sludge and everything that it breaks up will ultimately get down into the engine crankcase. Motor Purr tune-up will remove varnish, gum, carbon, and sludge deposits from PCV systems, lifters, pistons, piston rings, and cylinder walls. Use in conjunction with Motor Purr gas and diesel fuel injector cleaner for a complete vehicle treatment. But what it came with is the motor oil stabilizer. So we're going to put that in when we do the oil change. I'm going to put this over here on my parts washer so it's out of the way. So we're going to go ahead and start this. So it says to slowly. Whew. You know, I've watched other YouTubers say how much this stuff smells. Holy Moses. Yeah, there's something in there. That'll probably eat your skin. Whew. You can use this as smelling salts. Oh my God. Whew. Okay, so we're going to slowly add this to the engine crankcase. Oh, this stuff burns your eyeballs. All right. Whew. That'll kill your brain cells right there. All right. Wait 5 minutes. We're going to wait 5 minutes. Okay. We're about 30 seconds away from 5 minutes, so I just wanted to talk to you real quick about this stuff, mobile oil stabilizer. The reason why I went with this particular package is because, like I said, I think this engine needs a little bit extra help with friction and everything because it had a tick for a while, and I just want to make sure that everything is okay on it. This stuff here, heavy duty oil stabilizer, part number 4, 004, reduces engine friction, increases engine life, increases oil pressure, improves gas mileage, reduces exhaust emissions, eliminates dry starts. When adding only 1 bottle to crankcase, it will not show increase on dipstick. So I guess it chemically binds to the oil. But directions: add 1 bottle 16 fluid ounce full crankcase of warm idling engine with every oil change or when oil is added between changes. So this is the next step after we run it for 5 minutes. So it has been, I'm sorry, run it for 20 minutes. It has been 5 minutes, so let's go ahead and now turn it on. The choke on this thing actually works. Let it get up to temperature a little bit, and I'm going to bring it back down because I'm probably hard to hear right now. Okay, we brought it down from high idle. Let's give it another 18 minutes. Let's sit here and idle for a while and see what we get. just have to wait 24 hours, I guess, don't we? Oh well. Check in with you when you get ready to shut it down. That's all it's going to do. You sit here and idle. And check in with you here in a little bit. Well, we're about 5 minutes in, and it is doing something. I don't know if it will pick it up on the camera or not. Yeah, you can see it's blowing stuff out of the exhaust. So it is actually doing something. Forgive me, my truck is loud. Or if I can get it to idle down a little bit more. There we go. Much better. Much better. Yeah, now you can see it. This truck normally does not smoke like that. So it's chewing. It's baking. It's blowing crap out of there that needs to be blown out of there. Should be doing it on this side too. Oh yeah. So, and it's smoky in this shop. I don't know if you can see that or not. We got a lot of smoke in here. I'm going to have to leave the doors open. As a matter of fact, let me open up this door so we can create a crosswind. There we go. It dawned on me, the dogs are outside. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and let this all blow out. Let this thing idle, let it chew. We'll be back in, I don't know, 13, 14 minutes? Okay, we're getting pretty close to being 20 minutes in. We got another 3 or 4 minutes to go. And it stopped smoking. And it actually sounds really, really good. It really does. This side's not smoking. The motor is quiet. The motor is super quiet. This engine hasn't been this quiet in 5 years. It started making noise on me, I don't know. Well, right before I moved in the house, that was 4 years ago, and it has not been driven in over 2.5 years. It's moved from parking spot to parking spot. That's it. Color me impressed so far. So far. Let's see what our temperature looks like. Yeah, temp's okay, but it's charging. Oil pressure's pretty damn good. Now that's idle. That's hot. That's warm idle. Gas gauge works. Let's try to hook up my heater. I had the heater motor unplugged, and now I don't want to work. I'm going to have to fix that. So yeah, we're right at 20 minutes, so let's go ahead and shut her down. And time is 3:24 in the afternoon. Now, per the instructions, it says wait 24 hours. So that's what we're going to do. Well, it's the next day, and it is almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I know we put the stuff in, and everything was done by 3:40. What was it? 3:24, whatever it was yesterday. Hasn't quite been 24 hours, but I don't think the 2.5 hours is going to make it or break it. I just don't. One note there, I just walked into the shop, and the moment I walked in, I smelt this overwhelmingly smell of Motor Purr. So it's in the crankcase. I have the bottle remnants of the bottle, it's still sealed. I sealed it. It's in glass, so it's coming from this. So we're going to go ahead and get this thing up in the air. We're going to change the oil in it, and we're going to go from there. I'm actually going to put a drain pan on top of my fancy drain pan here for a reason. And I'm going to show you what that reason is here in a minute. So let's go ahead and get this thing up in the air, and we'll go from there. Okay, we're under the truck now. I have this drain pan on top of this drain pan for a reason. Not because this one's the one below it's full, it's because I want to catch this separately. And I want to see the oil come down as it's coming down for a reason. Because I witnessed when I had the valve covers off and I was running the motor about a week or so ago, it looked like what appeared to be metal flakes. So I want to double check that as it's coming out. I want to feel it. I want to see if it's gritty at all. Don't do that. This lift likes to make funny noises sometimes. It's kind of nerve-wracking, but it's not letting go. All right, knock this over just a smudge here. Smudge, and perfect. Yeah, it's whew. Yeah, that's definitely Motor Purr. And it's quite dirty. And well, yeah, there's something in the oil. Not a lot. Not a lot, but a little. Yeah, it looks fairly clean. Oh, about to. All right, let me see if I can get the glare of the light out. Do you see it? Now, I don't know. It's not really sparkly. It doesn't look like diamonds or anything like that. I mean, but you see those specks. See it? Like right there? They're not, I don't know what that is. Let me see something here. I mean, it's, yeah, maybe doesn't feel gritty. It's I don't know. Maybe that's just deposit or something like that. I mean, I don't see. They don't look like metal flake. They look like when I had it running on, that stuff was coming off the valve covers. It looked like metal flake, but it doesn't sparkle. It looks like it's just dirt in the oil. That stuff does not sparkle at all. You see those little dots? I mean, what you're seeing on the pan itself is dirt. Like this stuff up here, all that stuff, that sparkles more than the stuff in the oil. So I think I'm okay. I was really worried that this motor was chewing itself apart. Yeah. And I just think that's just crap in the oil, not metal flake. So we're going to go ahead and continue to let this drain. pull the filter. Where's the filter on this thing? It's been so long. Where is it? I'll try it up there. I don't remember what brand I put on there last. I think that's an STP. It's blue. We got a Wix unit to go on it, and that's an awful stubby one. I think I got a bigger one this time. So, ooh, I think I know why I went with the stubby. Now I'm looking at that. I think the long one may hit the exhaust. But we're gonna figure it out. All right, give me a minute. We are going to attempt to do this. I have a lot of room here. Get in there. Boy, you can't see nothing, can you? All right. Ooh. I smoked that thing on. Come on. Full filter wrench barely fits. There we go. There. Yep, it's an STP. That's what I thought. And here comes the ugly. Oh, it's going to get all over the exhaust. Just let that do its thing. This thing's going to smoke. Hold on a minute. Sorry guys, I had to take a break for a second. I had to go locate my mystery cleaning solution that cleans real super. Anyhow, took me a minute to find this stuff. Let me ask you guys a question. Do any of you set something down in your shop and it's never seen again? Like, are you utterly convinced that your shop is the Bermuda Triangle itself? Because I can set something down in this shop and it never shows its face again for months. And it was nowhere near where I think I put it. I don't know if it's the shop gremlins or what, but I'm just trying to get all this oil off this exhaust. One thing I really dislike is the smelling of burning oil. Burning rubber, that's okay. Burning oil, not so much. All right. Give me your comments if you think your shop's in the Bermuda Triangle or the Bermuda Triangle itself. All right, we got that cleaned up. I think it's time to fill the oil filter and slap it on. Give me a second. Oh, Lordy. We got our Wix oil filter filled. Oh boy. Yeah, it clears the exhaust. It clears the exhaust. I just get it threaded in there without cross-threading it. Come on, there it is. A little worried there for a minute. I did not check made an amateur mistake. I did not check to make sure that the threads were right. Love these disposable rags. Seem to make my life real easy. There we go. I did put the mileage and the date on the bottom of the filter. I like to put them on the bottom of the filter with the ink pen. That way you can slide underneath the thing and look at the bottom of the filter and see when the last time the oil was changed, as opposed to writing it on the side or something like that, especially on the pickup truck. All right, so we got that in. Get my light down, and what we're gonna do, yeah, that's dirt. That's not metal. Thank God. Okay, I think we're gonna be okay here. That's just dirt. I really thought it was metal flake when I was looking at it earlier. Maybe I need a bigger description of glasses. Not 50 yet, guys, and I already got cataracts, so please forgive me. All right, we're gonna slide this on out. Barely cleared. Let's bring her down. Okay. Bring this back. Well, hold on a minute. That's there. Okay. Oh, baby. There we go. I bought this lift secondhand. And every now and then, one of the brakes stick. So you gotta be very careful when you start lowering a car. You gotta make sure that all four of them release. If not, it goes down at an angle, and that could be dangerous. That's just exactly what just happened. If you know that and know what to expect, then it's fine. All right. Got her on the ground. All right, found the funnel. She's over there. And our flavor of the day to put oil back in this is going to be Valvoline VR1. You might notice that says 2050. This is November. I'm aware. This is too thick. I get it. And I'm about to put motor honey in it, so it's going to be really thick. This truck does not get driven. And this oil will probably be in this crankcase a year from now, with less than 1,000 miles on it. I plan on driving this truck in the summer, so this is fine. It'll be just fine enough to move from parking spot to parking spot like it's always done. I might tootle around for a little bit until then. It's still 80 degrees outside here in Texas. This is Texas. We don't have winters here like the rest of the world does. Our winters last about 2.5 weeks of real winter, what you people would consider a real winter. We don't have winters here. So this is fine. We're ready to put her in. And go from there. Try to get all of it in there. Stuff ain't cheap. So I'm going to let that do that for a little while. I'm going to do a few other checks on the truck before we fire it up. And then we're going to get to the Motor Purr stuff on adding the honey, because I read you the directions earlier. I'm going to read them again. Add 1 bottle, 16 fluid ounces, slowly. I don't see how you could add it any other way. See that bubble? It's going to go in slowly. To full crankcase of warm idling engine. So we got to fire this thing up and let it run for a while. So let's let that chew for a minute. I'll check in with you in a few moments. We cleaned up the mess. We got it fired up and everything. I thought I'd recorded that last segment, but the camera didn't turn on. Sorry, guys. But let me shut it down. Let's check the oil in it. Yeah, I heard that knocking again very briefly, but it quieted down. So there's that. Oh, I was afraid of that. We're court low. So I got to run to town and get a quart of Abilene VR1. Big block Chevrolet. Take 6 quarts. I forgot about that. I'll be back. Well, I'm back. That took a lot longer than it should have. The O'Reilly that I decided to go to is only about 8 minutes away. Yeah, it's 45 minutes later, guys. I live in a rural area of the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and we have a lot of houses going in out here, and there's a lot of road construction and everything, and there's a 2-lane blacktop that goes from my house to that O'Reilly, and it's about a 1.5 mile section of it that's shut down, and they're only letting one side of the road pass at a time. That note to self, don't go back to that O'Reilly until the roads start to complete. All right, so we're going to go ahead and slap this other quart of oil in it, get the car up to, get the truck up to operating temperature, and we're going to put it in this engine honey. And I put away my funnel. All right, we got it draining. So here in a minute, we're going to fire this thing up. Get up to operating temperature, and oh, there it is. And we'll put this stuff in it. So we'll see how it does. Okay, let's go ahead and fire this thing up. Get up to operating temperature, and we will start adding the honey. Okay, so we got it idling. It is warm. We're gonna add this stuff slowly. Be here for the rest of my life. Let that drain for a while. I'll leave it running. I'll check back in with you here in just a second. Okay. No rattling, no hammering. Smoke's a little. I think it still needs to be blown out. all this crap in the bed, I'd drive it. You know what? I might just drive it anyway. I have to move that trailer out of the way. Tires on this thing are shot. But let's see what the temperature looks like. Temperature's good. Oil pressure's good. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. And I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but we're on the money. Yep, we're good. So there you have it. I haven't driven it. Probably won't be able to drive it for a little while, but that's okay. Tires on this thing, like I said, are shot. Probably shouldn't be moving a lot until I do the tires to it. But just at idle alone, it's made a huge difference. Before, the truck just had a slight ticking noise, hammering noise, whatever you want to call it. And it's gone now. That's a fact. Y'all have heard it. It's not there anymore. So, my impressions, did it do something? Yeah, it did. What did it do exactly? I don't know. But it's different. It sounds better. It revs better. Take that with what you will. Did I waste my $34? No, I did not. I paid $34 for that combo kit. After shipping, it was like $41 and some change. So I'm going to say $34 because you got to pay for shipping on just about anything these days. So did I waste my money? No. I had some people comment on a group, and they just kind of belittled me over, you know, you just wasted your money. There's no snake oil in the can. I know all that. But does it starve off me having to pull this motor for at least a year for as little as it's driven before it's overhauled? Maybe. Maybe. I like how it runs. It's not making any weird, strange noises. So I'll see you guys next time.